Next up is the naming of our new City of Charleston Poet Laureate. I'd like first to call on our Director of Cultural Affairs, Scott Watson, just to update council very briefly on the process that we went through. And we've kind of set a standard for when a transition occurs.
Good evening, Council. It's been a great privilege over the past months to be working on our open call for a Poet Laureate. And this was a process that I think was reflective of all of the best attributes of how the city approaches this. Working with our current Poet Laureate, Marcus Amaker, we went out with a very broad set of guidelines and had a process where people could submit regardless of their level of achievement or publication record or any of the standards that you may come to expect with something, and then assembled a team for a review panel that included poets, educators, cultural professionals, and had a very open and frank discussion. That panel was completely autonomous, and our office simply provided the platform to get them together on Zoom and to chat and follow up as needed. Good questions were raised, like how much is the budget, or could we really fund a $75,000 proposal? And all good ideas were pursued in the spirit of collegiality and engagement. They wound up with 3 finalists. One had decided sadly to move away from the region, but will stay in touch with us. And the 2 finalists went through a rigorous review. And then Marcus had the good fortune to be able to present the unanimous recommendation, and they are both with us here tonight. So I will ask both Marcus Amaker.
Marcus, if you could come forward. And
who's coming forward with books, always a good sign.
That's a good sign. I think he has a little holiday gift for everyone. Before you make remarks, can I just say Marcus has really set a high standard for being the Poet Laureate of the city of Charleston. It wasn't too long after I came into office that we made an appointment for a Poet Laureate, the first that the city's ever had. And he has been in so many schools and spreading goodwill and education among kids particularly. It's been remarkable. And I can't tell you how many citizens have come to me over the past few years and commended Marcus for the work that he has done representing us. So Marcus, you have our sincere thanks and best wishes for your future. It's kind of with a heavy heart. I mean, I guess Marcus felt like there should be some term limit to serving as a Poet Laureate, and he self-imposed and said he would like to set up a process for us to pass this on to another outstanding young poet who could carry on this tradition. But once again, thank you, Marcus, and job well done.
And yeah, can I get everybody here to snap your fingers if you are willing and able? Get some energy up in here. It's just a wonderful sound for a poet to hear. Yeah, thank you for having me in this position for 6 years. It really has been wonderful, and thank you too for trusting my voice. You know, I write about a lot of things. I've written about Star Wars. I write about cats, but I also write about the real stuff that's happening in this city as well. So there was a little bit of fear that I had that some of my words would be messed with. Thank you for trusting my voice. I'm really excited for AsiahMae, for you all to get to know her better. I also just wanted to read a poem from a book. I have a book for all of you. This is a book that I did as Poet Laureate, where I published a bunch of students' poems in here. And AsiahMae helped me with this process. And this is a 5th grader. You look up at the sorrowful sky, asking yourself a simple question. You wonder how many stars are in the sky. You wonder how many wishes those stars held, how many people trusted those stars to hold their secrets. You tried to find a star that hadn't already been held by a strong secret. As you were standing there searching for a helpful hand, the stars began to fade into the darkness. Then it hit you. You've been standing there searching for stars all this time, but you never needed one. All you needed was someone to listen. not someone to open their mouths, but for someone to open their ears. And that for me is really my mission with this, is for students. That was a 5th grader who wrote that.
Wow.
For just us all to listen to artists. Pay us too, please. That's not a joke. Listen to us. And especially students, there's so much that we can do for y'all, and so much that they are saying that I think is really important. So I have a copy of this book for all of you. I'll just leave it up here. And thank you all again for this time.
And would you give us the honor of introducing AsiahMae to council?
Asia, come on up.
Hi, y'all. I don't know, which way am I supposed to stand and turn? I'll just talk to y'all. Can y'all hear me okay? All right, thank you. I did not prepare a 30-minute poem, but I did prepare a couple of words. First, I'd like to say thank you to the city. I'm extremely humbled and overwhelmed. Thank you to the committee who chose me. Marcus, I thank you for that push, for your constant friendship and mentorship, and all that you've done for the poetry community. You are a tough act to follow, but I accept. To my community, y'all may have seen, but those are my people, all back here. And this is the community that I write to, for, with, and about. You know my work and my heart. Hold me accountable. Hold the city accountable. This is only a continuation of everything that I've done in this city. It's on Google. You can, I'm everywhere. And I love that because I love the city. And it's important to me that artists can live here and thrive here and not just struggle and survive. I will always be a people's poet. And I only hope to continue to use my voice, my words, and my platform to create space for innovation and creation, to be of service through the arts, and to make those people and my mama proud. So let's get to work.
Welcome. Thank you, Asia. We look forward to working with you and seeing the work that you will do with kids in our city over the next few years. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Councilmember Shade.
Before Scott leaves us, I just want to recognize that we've had a series of events this past month and through the Cultural Affairs Office, and that was a lot of work, Scott. And I just want to say thank you for all the things that were put together for the holiday season. We were at some of those, Mayor, particularly on Sunday. So well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.